Do you want your footage to look like this? Well, you landed on the right video. Welcome to another episode. In this video, I'm going to share how to edit your footage of Insta360 One X4 on the Insta360 official app. First thing first, to start an edit, you need to select the video you want to edit. So select the video in Insta360 app, and then the first thing you need to do is decide the aspect ratio, view and angle. So as you can see, there is DVAP, there is ultra wide, there is mega view and tiny planet. Tiny planet is usually not required for motovlogging. You can go with ultra wide or DVAP. So let's start with ultra wide and begin the video. So this is the frame we are going to start our video with. This is the output which you will get from this frame. So I'm combining the output and the edit process together so that you can understand what am I editing and what is the output. Secondly, drag your video till the time you want the same angle to continue. So in case of motovlogging, you don't need to change your angle again and again. So once your angle is set, your aspect ratio is set and your view is set, you can just keep the same angle, drag the timeline. You can put the keystones in between so that it remains free flow and it remains smooth. If you want, you can zoom in and zoom out to give some effect, which we are going to do in the coming section of the video. So now let us change the view setting from ultra wide to devamp, and devamp is something which is going to give you the look like a GoPro, which is perfect for the YouTube and the motovlogging. So this is my personal favorite. I usually edit my 360 vlogs through devamp only. In devamp you can zoom in and zoom out as per your choice, and that will give a really good feel and look to the overall cinematography of your video. So later on I'm going to zoom in also and zoom out also and show you how it is done. Now this is a perfect example to show you how the viewpoint and the angle of Insta360 app can change the entire cinematography and the look and feel of your video. So as you can see, there is a timeline below my video in which there are certain dots. These dots are called as key point. So once you want to change the angle, and in this case the car is on my left and want that car to move out of the frame very quickly and changing the angle on the same time. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I am going to set the keyframe very close to each other, and in fact I'm going to drag this timeline so that it open up more and I have more view and more angles to decide from. For example, now I'm going to change the angle. So the car is in front of me, let it move. See, I just put up a keystone there, change the angle, keep it straight, go ahead, put a keystone. Now change the angle, put a keystone on my face. Now you will see the overall appeal. So this is the editing, or this is the variation I'm talking about. So this you can change and you can do it as per your preference. If you want the other vehicle to go out very fast, you can do it like this. Also later on you can put up some speed on that particular area like 1.2. That is going to give you a very nice and very fast look in the video. In case there are a lot of cars passing you and you are on a high speed, what you can do is you can change the angle when you're passing the car. That is going to make your video look much more classy, or you can say much more faster to the audience. So if you like, you can do the same kind of a car edit I did before in any case you want. Like in this case there are two cars and I'm going near to them, so I prefer to give it a little bit of shake or little bit of change in angle. So it's just a very small edit which you might even notice in a video, but overall it will make your video look very good and much more professional. So this is how your video is going to look after the post-production or the post-edit on the Insta360 app. There are more edits which I have done in the end of the video, and I will recommend you to watch the video till the end, to understand about the motion blur, clarity plus, and certain other tools which are available on the Insta360 app. Well, I do not do the color correction and the sound correction on the Insta app as there is no option of sound. Even the color corrections are to the limited extent. So for that also you need to watch the video till the end. So as you can see behind me, there is lot of light, not just the natural beautiful light, but the artificial light which are coming from all the building. As I am on a high speed and I'm riding a motorcycle, it is advised not to use the motion ND in this kind of situation because the light to your buildings and to your sides are pretty low, and if you do the motion blur, it will make your footage look very bad, and the 4K quality of the footage will look like a 1080p, that too even blur and not in a good condition. So this is how I edit my footage on Insta360 app on my iPad. As you can see, this is called Clarity Plus. So this is going to affect your overall footage in the Insta software itself before you export the footage to your gallery. So you can do this if you like. I personally prefer this because it gives me a better shadow and better darkness in the video, which I personally prefer. Also, there are many other settings which you can check, as this is Motion ND, which is one of the most used and most loved tool of Insta360 because it will make your footage look very fast, especially if you're riding in the morning or afternoon. As this footage is shot in the evening around 5:36 when the sun is set, I do not prefer to use the motion blur to the highest extent. Even in case of daylight also, I will not recommend you to make it more than 50. But for now, as it is dawn, I will prefer to use the motion ND, but to the very minimal extent, like 10 is a decent example. There are many other tools you can definitely check out in the app and try by yourself. So this is me sharing my basic details about the editing I do. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, kindly like, share and subscribe, and if you have any questions, feel free to drop in the comment. Thank you. The final edit of the video is done on Final Cut Pro iPad, in which I have done the color correction, sound correction. So if you want the video for the same, do let me know in the comment and I will try to make it as soon as possible. Cheers.